guys, back with another video. In today's video, as the title suggests, is What If Naruto Was a King Part 2. I've realized that I've started a lot of... Actually, no, I haven't realized. I've just been getting a lot of comments. Aramiax, why don't you just pause the what ifs that you're doing and, actually fill them in? So, what I mean by that is, do a part 1, then do a part 2. Don't do a part 1 of one series and then go do another part 1 of another series. So, I already knew that. I was just experimenting with something. I experiment with a lot of things. So, basically, all that I'm doing is adding some part 2s, but only to the ones that actually hit their like goals. There's still like goals on these videos. Anyways, the like goal for this video is going to be 500 likes. For another part, follow closely behind this one. So make sure to share the video to a friend who likes for this, or just anime content in general. Check out my Discord server in the description down below. Comment down below what are suggestions, solely Naruto based, and subscribe, as I want to hit 5k by June and 10k by the end of the year. And with that being said, let's hop into the video. So sit back and relax and listen. We left off with Naruto initiating combat with Yagura Karatachi, the 4th Mizukage, which we will now go over. Naruto would stand in a formation similar to a dragon, envisioning Dragon King Zareth in combat. As he thought, Yagura and Naruto would start to go at it, with the Kage congratulating Naruto on his spirit. Yagura would then start to talk, kicking Naruto away. Naruto would land, hitting a tree with his back, taking damage as he stood, head to the ground and hair induced in sweat. Naruto's sweat would soak the branches below of the tree that Naruto had been met with by Yagura's blow, as Yagura would then punch Naruto yet again. This would send Naruto flying into an unfamiliar landmark, as Naruto would then look around for any trace of familiar landmarks, seeing his training grounds as he teleported to it, using Flying Raijin to get there. Naruto would also remark to himself that Yagura had somehow gotten stronger very quickly. Maybe it was the Biju within him lending him chakra, as Naruto had done some research on the Kage before the fight. Not notable research, this was just what he had known from history books and things of the sort. He would then pick up residue chakra from his vigorous training in the area, or in his training ground, as there had been many kunai just lying around, and in Naruto's favor there was about 28 kunai, so he was set, teleporting back to a tree located close to Yagura's location, as he hid, concentrating Nine-Tails chakra in his stomach, and so that he could kind of just use it all throughout his body. Naruto would then be sensed by Yagura, who would send his staff through the tree, impaling Naruto, who was off-guarded. Naruto would then be lifted up by the staff that Yagura possessed. Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, King of the Leaf. It's over, Yagura would say this as he swung Naruto off of his staff and onto the dirt beneath him. Yagura would then stomp on Naruto's back, and to be more precise, the spot that Naruto had been impaled by Yagura in that spot. Kyuubi chakra would then flood to the spot that Yagura had targeted, with Naruto's wound mending itself back together with thread-like chakra. Naruto would then awake from his unconscious state, with Yagura deciding that if he had accessed his Kyuubi chakra, then it had now become a fair fight. Yagura and Naruto would clash with each other yet again. After clashing with the Three-Tails Jinchuriki, Naruto would realize a weak spot in Yagura's fighting style. He can be overwhelmed and off-guarded with ease if you switch up your style mid-fight. Yagura is the type of person to adapt to the combat of his opponent. Even though Naruto knew this and was much more intelligent and picks up on things much easier than his canon counterpart, he would fail to make use of this weakness from Yagura, jumping onto him, and Yagura, seeing this, would extend his hands into his pocket, grabbing a kunai and stabbing Naruto's body, as Naruto would then go numb. Yagura would throw Naruto to the ground, as Naruto would then do a front flip as he held his shoulder, which had been spewing out blood sporadically at an increasing rate. Naruto would then extend his hand forward. Yagura would manage to be tagged by this attack, sliding back from the blow induced in the facade that Naruto had done no damage to his chest. Naruto would then run around Yagura at alarming rates as Yagura would just barely see Naruto outstretch his hand towards his shoulder. Before Naruto could connect with his shoulder, Yagura would hold Naruto's arm in place. As Naruto did this, Naruto would then notice that he had actually been touching Yagura's chest, smirking as he placed a seal on Yagura. Naruto would then be thrown up into the air, throwing kunai into Naruto's legs. 4 kunai would then impale Naruto's legs, limiting his ability to move at max capacity and speeds. Naruto would then be slowed to a speed that Yagura could tell was below his own as Naruto lunged at him. Yagura would then grab Naruto by his head, while Naruto had been charging at him, facepalming him in a way, realizing just how much Naruto had truly been slowed by his attack. As he drove the blonde-haired king into the ground, Naruto would start to sniffle. Naruto would then stand, barely being able to hold his footing. He would cough, as a bit of blood would spew out from his mouth. Naruto, seeing this blood, would think, Yagura had caused me to start to internal bleed. What the hell? How powerful is this Jinchuriki? Yagura would then see Naruto stand, barely able to hold his footing as he touched his forehead. I'm bleeding, Naruto would say, as he felt the warm liquid propelling from his head and through his hair. I'm really bleeding, Naruto would say. Yagura would tilt his head as his ego spiked. Of course you're bleeding, you're fighting me, a Kage. Naruto would then yell maniacally, me, a king, is bleeding by the hands of a Kage, not of the leaf. That's astonishing. I lost. Naruto would then pause, almost as if a stream of water had cut off in his brain. Remembering the seal placed on Yagura as he gathered Azure Chakra in his palm. Even though I may have admitted defeat, it doesn't mean that I still can't rise above and win! The Nine Tails no longer feeding Naruto his chakra, waiting to see if the boy could truly defeat another Jinchuriki in combat. Naruto would then pull his hand back as he looked at the blue orb in his palm, the Rasengan. Yagura would laugh, a timid laugh at that. You're on your last legs already, and you've become slower than me at this point. Even if I were to be weaker than that attack, the legendary Rasengan, if you are unable to touch me with the Rasengan, then it's no use, as I've outsped you at this point. Naruto would then look to the sky as he thought, I'll win this. I'll win this and prove to you, he would start to mutter under his tongue, that I am a king. That I am the ultimate protector of the leaf. That I am worthy to be a king. Naruto would then look to the 4 kunai in his legs, as he would then tell Yagura that the speed of the ninja who you are fighting is irrelevant. The power that they can draw is more important, because will alone can decide power and can even decide who wins in the art of battle. But even more important than that, it's the people you care for. Yagura, the fight within your opponent, and the fight that we are battling at this very moment has already been decided. Naruto would say this as he would appear directly in front of Yagura with the help of Flying Raijin as he slammed his Rasengan into Yagura, who would plummet into the ground. As he did, he would smile. People you care for, huh? Well, I guess I never had that. I was never loved, cared for, etc. Yagura would start to sniffle as he started to cry, tears streaming down his face. I was never loved or cared for. Naruto had realized that Yagura had repeated himself, thinking that he would let the man talk to himself, let the man get off everything that was on his chest. I was just what people called a tyrant, So, using your logic, I truly had lost. Yagura's body would then tense up as the life behind his vigorous pink eyes started to fade. Naruto would stand above Yagura, whose eyes had now been closed. Naruto's your name, right? Yagura would ask, with Naruto saying yeah. Yagura would then tell Naruto that he is the strongest opponent he has met, and the kindest. Naruto, you'll understand later on. You'll understand what it means to be a shinobi. Because at this very moment, you are a king. Yagura would say this, but just know, from the afterlife, I shall watch you win your battles and complete your endeavors. Naruto would start to smile, kneeling over to the half-dead Kage as he activated a seal on his arm that released a dome-like prism. Naruto would then feel Yagura's pulse, feeling nothing. Yagura had passed away. He would then pull out the dome-like prison made out of earth style, which had been made by Dragon King Zereth and Naruto in tandem. Naruto would then create an opening to the dome, adding his own Kyuubi chakra to it as he put his hand to Yagura's stomach, tearing through his garments with his own chakra and ripping into the seal that Yagura had on himself, preventing the three-tailed spider from escaping as he undid it entirely. Naruto would then jump back as the massive sea turtle Asobu appeared, launching out of Yagura and onto the terrain. Naruto would start to sweat, the real three tails in front of me. I didn't know it was this big. Kurama inside of Naruto would start to laugh. What will he do? He thought to himself. Kurama would. As Naruto would then try to grab the three tails so that he could throw him into the seal Zereth and him had made. Naruto's mind would then trail off, and this primal instinct would kick in instead of his thinking clearly state of mind. As he readied a fist, I really don't want to do this, Three Tails. I actually think Biju can be nice, but you leave me. No. True choice. Naruto would start to think to himself, how strong is a Biju? And why? Why did the Biju even come to, well, creation? Why are they even a thing, if you will? Naruto thought this as he stared into the eyes of Isobu, a gigantic creature dwarfing Naruto in size. Well, maybe I can ask Kurama about those things. But for now, the Three Tails is my goal. I really don't want to do this, Three Tails. I actually think, like I said before, you Biju can be nice. I've repeated myself again. So stand down. The Three Tails would shake his head. You leave me no choice. And with that being said, this has been What If Naruto Was a King Part 2. And the like goal for this video is going to be 500 likes. So make sure to like, share the video to a friend who likes this, or just anime content in general. Comment down below what are suggestions. Check out my Discord server down below. And as always, subscribe as I want to hit 5K by June and 10K by the end of the year. Subscribe to my boy, Otaku Boy X, in the description down below. And Rami X signing off.